Jonsvatnet, narrated by Alessandra Anderson, for Cupido, in collaboration with SAGA. Triple, by Dante. I take off my skis and rucksack, chuckling at myself. I never quite get used to the transition to solid ground under my feet again, and feel almost seasick, scared of blowing away in the wind, like the Ash lad's good helper in the story, the one who was so light-footed when running for water for the king's daughter. There are a few guests sitting on the solid wooden benches and enjoying the late March sunshine as I totter past them towards the door. People are always so friendly in the mountains. Everybody always smiles and says hello. A bunch of young men talking in loud Oslo dialects are particularly warm in their welcome. And even though they think rather too much of themselves, it doesn't bother me that they undress me with their eyes as I walk past, or that they whistle and comment on my bum in pretend secrecy. I know I have the body for it. What with all the miles on skis during the winter, and the long cycling trips around the area in summer, to be honest, my stomach tingles, and I feel a little dash of pleasure when I hear their whispered compliments. I find a free bed, deposit my bag, taking out some chocolates, and then go outside. I sit down beside a couple sitting holding hands in the sunshine. They're about my age, perhaps a bit younger, in their early 30s. The woman sits up and smiles. Her boyfriend, who appears to be dozing, smiles too, but without opening his eyes. She responds to my greeting, inquiring about my day and my trip, and if I'm familiar with the area, and tells me that they've made their way from Foxtegu, and it's the first time they've been here. I tell her how I've come from the cabin I inherited from my grandfather, which is about 23 miles further south, and that I pretty much grew up in the snow here. She smiles, says it must have been a great way to grow up. She's friendly and talks in a soft, attractive manner, so our conversation proceeds, both easily and effortlessly. She holds her boyfriend's hand throughout, glancing at him during the pauses when we're not saying anything, and stroking him occasionally on the back of his hand, or cheek with her fingers. She smiles, looks very much in love. I'm looking forward to dinner, she says, looking at her watch. I guess I'm not that fit since I'm so tired. But then we did bring lots of wine with us. There's a chance that might make us rather popular.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?